Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a great day. If you are a long trader of natural gas, the trading session opening on Monday must have got you extremely happy. Is this happiness long term or is this a short term rally? Let's talk about it today. It is really important for you to understand. Now, Europe only has space for small gas refuel in 2023 because most of the storages are already full from last year, as the winter wasn't that cold. And on the other end, natural gas forwards pressured by pleasant April temperature, as April is coming to an end. Before we get into all of this, if you guys are here for the first time, you do want to stay up to date with everything to do with natural gas, scroll down, tap the red subscribe button right there, slap a like on the video. It will just help the YouTube algorithm push the video out to more people. More people can stay up to date with what is happening with natural gas. Now, if you guys do not know, yesterday when I posted my video, I mentioned that the trading session opening on Monday will be in a positive way. What I'm trying to say is, for the long traders, you guys will be happy because the price might be opening a little bit higher, as what a lot of people were expecting. That is not what G7 meeting came out to be. It was very clear that the G7 meeting was only hinting towards decreasing fossil fuel use for generating electricity. They talked nothing about natural gas, and they also said their investment towards natural gas in the future will be carrying on, which caught a lot of political answers, and a lot of people were not happy due to the fact that they are contradicting themselves. Now, Europe needs to put a smaller than average volume of gas into the storage this year after a mild winter left region with the record high inventories. Now, what will this have impact on the price of natural gas? Well, in simple terms, you just need to understand, yes, right now they're only going to require a little bit of natural gas, but if the winter is really strong by the end of 2023, the storages will come to an end very quickly as well. What does that mean? They will have to refuel again, and Russia will not be providing that. As Russia is the largest provider of natural gas for EU, they will have to rely on the US. What sort of impact will it have on the price? Well, simply the demand will go up and the supplies will not be able to meet the demand, which will clearly support the long traders. That is just my expectations. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. One thing I have noticed is the G7 is not showing any signs of wanting to cut down on the natural gas supplies. That's all I'm going to say. And the best part, after the G7 meeting, a lot of people were extremely happy because they knew that this is going to have a positive trend on the natural gas price. But at the same time, April, every single year, you guys know that November, February, March is the worst year or worst month for the natural gas prices, because in November most of the storages are full and they're not going to be purchasing anything else. In February and March, it is starting to get a little bit warmer, and most of the countries are pretty much just trying to get rid of the storage. From April, they start filling it up again, especially through the middle of April. The winter is starting to set in. I'm not trying to say that it is winter in the US or the EU in April, but what I'm trying to say is the temperature, comfortable April temperature, put a downtrend pressure on the region's natural gas forward during the 6th and the 12th. But as we're getting to the end of April, most of the countries will start filling up their storage again. What does that mean? A more purchasing, meaning more demand of natural gas, and obviously more people or more countries are going to be buying into it. Another thing which is really interesting is look at the price action. So last week on Friday trading session, as you guys can see, when the trading did come to an end, it closed around 2.22. A lot of people were a little scared because 2.23 is a very strong resistance zone, and seeing that the market actually just opened significantly higher than that zone, I'm pretty sure a lot of long traders are going to be extremely happy. That's probably the best word to do. Now, since the market has opened, the amount of buy and the sell orders have been not significant. They have been very similar, and also it is very little. It is not trying to do some crazy numbers, but you need to understand that right now the market is in a slow zone. Obviously, in about 12 hours we will be able to see the real price action from the traders. This is only from the news, but the traders will be making their decision in about 12 hours. If we do notice what is the next resistance zone. As you guys can see, this zone that we are sitting in right now, this is going to be a support zone now, because we will be able to bounce off this if the price action does want to keep climbing. What do I think? I personally think that this rally, which I was mentioning, if this opened a little bit higher, this might be the point where this is not a fake rebound anymore. Rather, natural gas price is starting to show some sort of reversal. But on the RSI line, which most of the retail investors like to follow, it is starting to get into the overbought zone. So just be a little concerned and cautious if you are going to be leverage trading at a very massive leverage. Make sure it is something you can sustain. Another thing is natural gas and its supply chain. Natural gas is produced over millions of years by the slow breakdown of organic matter as it is pressed and heated under sand and sediment. Natural gas is primarily composed of methane. Through it often needs to be processed when it's first drilled into the ground under the presence of non-hydrocarbon components like sulfur and helium. The future performance of natural gas companies will be affected by socio-political events like war, government sanctions, and the green energy initiatives. So what I'm trying to say from this is you guys need to understand natural gas is not so easy to be able to get into the world, right? And you need to be patient, because it is really bad for the environment to actually do natural gas stuff. So for natural gas to be able to be produced in the future, if there is not many riots against, climate change and stuff like that, natural gas would not have any problems. But if there is problems with, what I'm trying to say, if there is a lot of problems with climate change, that could make a huge impact. Now, 3 natural gas stocks to consider this spring. You need to understand the stocks which are going to be playing a huge role are also going to help the natural gas market climb. So everyone that is investing in these stocks is indirectly actually helping the natural gas market, as these companies will be able to work on the natural gas production and help increase it. The world gas supply shifts from shortage to gluten with demand muted. Europe is reaching storage milestones weeks earlier than usual. Analysts uncertain over how long gas supply will last. You just need to understand, for the switch to just go on and for the natural gas price to keep climbing, we just need a little bit of a colder weather. So the supplies which have not been going down, they just need to go down. Once they go down, we will be able to see the price start climbing very quickly. Now, this is really interesting, which is Senegal gas project drives locals to desperation. This is a little sad at the same time, because a lot of people are not happy about the climate change, and let's just say big companies are not listening to it anymore. Personally, I'm a little sad about this, but at the same time, you need to understand that this is going to play a very crucial role on the natural gas price in the future. Other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, drop a like on it. If you're new to the channel, do want to stay up to date with everything, subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. I'm out. Peace.